Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about my Phragmipedium orchid. I've never done a video on a Phragmipedium before. I only own a couple of them, and they kind of bloom sporadically for me. This one's fairly consistent. It didn't bloom for me last year, but it bloomed for me every previous year. And I see this year it has 2 bloom spikes on, so I guess I'm back up to even for that, guys. But Phragmipediums, or frags for short, are a type of slipper orchid. There it is there. This one is called Phragmipedium Andine Fire. It is a hybrid, but I love the red color on it, and it is just such a nice looking flower. It's got a cute little pouch there, and it's on a beautiful looking plant as well. Frags take a little bit different care than other plants or other orchids, as they do like to be really wet. So here's the plant here. It has nice fans that come out. You can see another bloom spike over here. But this guy sits in a tray of water all the time. The tray, you can see it's just enough to get your fingers wet. When I water it, it just sort of pours through into the tray. The media for this guy is still your sort of normal media for slipper orchids. You can see because it's always wet, there's lots of moss on the top. I grow it in a bark perlite mix mainly. A medium and small bark mix with some perlite in there. Good drainage. Bit of sphagnum moss to sort of wick the water upwards towards the top of the plant from the bottom. Otherwise it would just sit in the water and the bark up top would be dry. So a little bit of sphagnum mixed in there, but it doesn't need to be much because it's always wet anyways. I put a little bit of oyster shell on top of this guy. I don't know if I'm supposed to or not, but I find most slipper orchids, whether they grow in alkaline soil or not, seem to, at least for me, benefit a little bit from a bit of crushed oyster shell. You can see a bit of fertilizer pellets on the top. Not sure if I'm happy with the slow release fertilizer, but I guess it worked for me this year. So the other interesting thing about most frags are going to be their sequential bloomers. So let me just move the camera back up. So there it is from the side profile. Nice looking even from the side profile there. Hopefully it'll focus on it a little better. I'm kind of moving. But you can see behind it, it has actually got its next bud already. So the good thing about these guys being sequential bloomers is that they actually start to, when this one fades, the next one is ready to go, and it will just keep growing and growing and growing, and you'll usually get 5 to 8, maybe more blooms off this guy. So even though this is a first bloom, it has the potential to continue to bloom for months. The frag flowers themselves are reasonably short-lived, 2 to 4 weeks, and when they are done, they just detach right here in perfect condition. One day you'll be looking at it and it'll just be beautiful. The next day it'll just be a perfect little flower right on the ground below it. They just let go. And at that point, then the next bud up here will start to rapidly grow and take over. And within about a week, you have another one open, if not sooner. Sometimes they'll open a little bit before, then you have 2 open at once. But that's a little bit rare. So, as I said, it's great because I'm really happy about it. I'm going to have this guy, you're going to see this now in the greenhouse in some greenhouse updates for a while. Being it has a second spike forming as well, it is just fantastic there. So I did grow it in bright light last summer. It was up on the top shelf near the cattleyas. So all the cattleyas live way up here. It was up there somewhere. And seemed to really benefit from the bright light. I'm going to swing back down to it. I do repot these guys at the very latest every 2 years. Sometimes I try to repot them every year. I just take out the media and put them back in the same pot. But being the media is always wet, it really breaks down fast. So it's one thing that these guys, they love fresh media because it is always breaking down. And you'll find they'll foul really fast otherwise. But anyways, I hope you like this video. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And I will keep you updated on this beauty with our greenhouse updates. Bye, guys.